Thong stood frozen, still facing Usyok. The priest repeated his question, but Thong's ear rang with the sound of the door shutting. Moment ago, Jungkook was gone. His throat was dry, forced a word about, but nothing came out. The door swung open. Thong quickly looked at the door, thinking it's Jungkook. He almost smiled, but then, Kim Thong? A man shouted, breathless, panicking. It's Yeon Jungkook. He made into an accident just outside the venue. Gas evacuated through the room. Tong's entire work collapsed in a second. He didn't even realize when the bucket slipped from his hand or when his feet began to moving. Hoseok called his name, but it barely registered it. He pushed through the guest, wearing dress and veil, trailing behind him, heart thudding in his chest. Scene outside the venue, ambulance light flickering. The crowd had gathered around the accident place. Paramedics were loading Jungkook into a stretcher, blood simmering. The side of his white shirt, a cut on his forehead. His eyes were floating, barely open. Thong, Jungkook, he yelled, running toward him. One of the medics tried to stop him, but Jungkook quickly lifted his hand, let him through. Jungkook murmured faintly. Thong dropped on his knees beside the stretcher, grabbing Jungkook's hand, tears slipping endlessly. Why did you leave? Why didn't you take me with you? Jungkook smiled faintly, his lips trembling. Because you were getting married? Thong, no. He shook his head. Not without you. Never without you. The medic interrupted. We have to take him now. He is losing consciousness. As they took Jungkook away, Thong held his hand tightly till the last second, watching the love of his life disappearing. The white light flickered as Thong sat restlessly in the waiting area, still dressed in the wedding suit, makeup smudged, the veil slightly torn from the rush. His hands were shaking, fingers lashed together in silent prayer. Usyok arrived a few minutes later, looking lost and stunned, but Thong didn't even glance at him. After what felt like an hour, the doctor finally came out. Are you Kim Thong? Thong jumped up. Yes. Is Jungkook okay? Please tell me he is okay. Doctor. He had a head injury and some internal bleeding. We managed to stabilize him, but he hasn't woken up yet. You can see him. Only one person allowed for now. Thong didn't wait. He walked in with trembling legs and his heart too heavy for the birth. Jungkook lay motionless, hooked at the machine, his face pale, lips dry. The sight nearly knocked the air out of Thong's lungs. He pulled the chair beside him and gently held his hand. Thong, I didn't say yes. Thong whispered, tears slipping down his cheeks. I couldn't. I could never want to. I couldn't bring myself to say yes. Jungkook, I can't say yes to anyone else other than you. I have always dreamed of a marriage, a beautiful one, but whenever it's time for the marriage, I always back away, and the reason is you. I again backed away. His voice cracked. I was so scared, Jungkook, scared to hurt Hoseok, scared to break Shinsu's heart, scared of what the world would say. But I forgot about my own heart. He placed Jungkook's hand against his chest. It beats for you, only you. He leaned in closer, brushing his lips softly against Jungkook's knuckles. If you can hear me, please come back. I will never let you go again, I promise. And just then Jungkook's finger twitched. Thong froze, blinking back the tears. Jungkook, he quickly wiped his tears. Slowly, Jungkook's eyes fluttered open, unfocused at first, then finally landing on only person he ever wanted to see. Thong. His voice came out weak, almost inaudible. Thong, I am here. Thong cried, pressing his forehead to Jungkook's hand. I am right here, and I will never leave you again. Jungkook gave him a faintest smile. Tae, don't cry. Thong, I will cry if I want to. You are the idiot who walked out without saying goodbye. I was so scared. Do you even know that? I hate you, Jungkook. I hate you for always making me weak for you. My heart is weak for you. Only idiot. He cried more, slapping Jungkook's hand softly. Shankuk chuckled softly, then Finn said, "Still a drama queen, hmm?" Taeyong nodded, a broken laugh escaping. "And you are still my stupid prince." Beeping off the monitor filled the quiet room. Shankuk blinked slowly, his vision blurry at first. He saw was the man, Kim Taeyong. Taeyong was sleeping over his head, resting gently on Shankuk, and his lips parted as he slept, eyes fluffy and red from crying all the night. His hand was still clutching Shankuk loosely, refusing to let go. Even in his dream, Shankuk's heart beat at the sight. He lifted his free hand weakly to brush it. Taeyong's hand hair fallen over his forehead. "Shankuk, Taeyong," he whispered, voice raspy. Taeyong tried slightly, but didn't wake up. Shankuk tried again, this time little louder. Taeyong's eyes fluttered open, a little dazed before they landed on Shankuk's. "Taeyong, Shankuk," he gasped, stared up, sitting up still, tears falling instantly. You were awake? God, I was so scared." Shankuk smiled faintly. "You were drooling on my hand." Taeyong shook it, pouting angrily, wiping his eyes. "Shut up, you scared me half to death." They looked into each other for a moment. No word. "Shankuk, I'm sorry for scaring you. I'm sorry for running your wedding. I'm sorry because of me. You must have to face the situation. Hoseok must be sad." "Taeyong, I didn't say yes." He cut Shankuk at the eclat. "I couldn't do it." Shankuk eyes softened it. "I didn't want you hear it either. That's why I left." Taeyong leaned forward, cupping his face gently. "No more leaving, no more running." Shankuk closed his eyes and leaning into his touch. "No more regret either." They sat there in silence of a bit, their hands still intertwining, their head healing. Shankuk gently patted the space next to him on the hospital bed. "Shankuk, come here," he said softly. Taeyong clambered onto the bed carefully and sat in front of him, back resting against Shankuk's chest. Shankuk wrapped his arm around him, playing absent-mindedly with Taeyong's finger, tracing the line of his bones like they were scared. For a long while, they just stayed like that, no words, no rush, just breathing in the shaded silence. Then Shankuk spoke, in full of longing. "Why didn't you meet me in person that day? You should have broken into the marriage, pulled me out of that place, told me everything. If I had known you were right there, I swear I would have never let you go. Things wouldn't have turned out like this." Taeyong pouted, leaning back more into his chest, his head resting under Shankuk's chin. "Because of your evil wish of a mother," he said bitterly. "She stopped me, manipulated me, said you were happy, said I would run your life if I interrupted. And like an idiot, I believed her, cried like a fool." Shankuk sighed, his grip tightening a little. "But I had a chance to. When I saw you in the car with Yunwoo, I could have stopped you there. I could have asked it, but I didn't. I was scared and angry, and I was a damn fool." Taeyong chuckled. "We both were manipulated and foolish. We both are at fault, but now." Taeyong looked back at Shankuk's face. "Instead of running from each other, shouldn't we fix this? We lost a lot, Shankuk. Time, chances, but we still have our future. We have Jisoo, we have Taeyong. Let's not waste any more time trying to build a life we are not happy in. Our happiness, it's in each other. It's always was." Shankuk's eyes softened, forehead resting against the back of Taeyong's shoulder. "We become each other's everything so quickly. Even since Yoongi and Jimin's wedding, that's where it all began, and it should have ended there too. If my mom hadn't walked in, God, seeing us like that." Taeyong laughed, light and amused. "That was so embarrassing, but only because we were kids back then. If we were mature enough," Taeyong added playfully, "we would have just kicked her out of and continued where we lived before." Shankuk laughed genuinely this time, and again Taeyong tighter. "Yeah, maybe now is our time to pick up where we left off." Their fingers stayed intertwined, fitting together like puzzle pieces that had always belonged. Jungkook gently squeezed Tong's hand, his thumb brushing across the knuckle like he was memorizing their shape all over again. Tong let out a soft sigh, a mix of relief and loneliness. He slowly turned around to face Jungkook. Their knees touched, and Jungkook hand automatically came up to cube the side of Tong's face, thumb brushing against the faint blush that had risen to his cheek. There was no rush in their moment. Jungkook leaned in slowly, eyes locked with Tong's as if asking for permission. With every inch close between them, Tong didn't move away. Instead, he leaned in, their lips met, soft and trembling, with emotion, no desperation, no urgency, just years of unspoken love pouring into a single kiss. Tong was careful, feather light, making sure not to press too hard against Jungkook's healing injuries. Jungkook tilted his head slightly, deepening the kiss just enough. His hand moved to the back of Tong's neck, holding him close like he was afraid to let go again. When they finally pulled apart, their foreheads rested together, both breathless, both silent. It wasn't just a kiss, it was a promise. Promise to finally be each other's. The hospital hallway was quiet, too quiet. Hoseok stood frozen outside Jungkook's room, the bouquet in his hand slipping slightly as his eyes looked into the side. Inside, through the half-opened door, Tong was sitting on the bed, his face gently cupped in Jungkook's hand as they shared a kiss. Soft lingering kiss. No word were needed between them. The love, the history, the ache, they were all in the kiss. Hoseok's heart dropped. His chest tightened painfully, and before he could look away, a quiet sigh escaped him, a mix of heartbreak and a bitter acceptance. I told you, came a voice beside him. Hoseok turned to see Hyunwoo leaning against the wall, arm crossed. I wanted you, Obi. He will never be yours. Hoseok's throat burned as he looked at him, eyes already glistening. I thought maybe time would tell that if I stayed beside him long enough, he would forget. Hyunwoo shook his softly. Tong isn't the kind of person who forgot the one he truly loved. Don't you remember how many people tried to win his heart? But he never let them in his heart. Don't you remember when he lived with us? How you tried to win his heart, but he never gave you that. Then, what suddenly makes you think that he will ever love you, Obi? I'm your brother, and as the older brother, I would warned you about his heartbreak again and again, but you still did the same thing which I wanted you to do not. You were trying to win a heart that never even opened for you. They looked into the room again. There was always only one man in his heart, and that's Jungkook. I realized that the moment he rejected me too. He didn't even hesitate when we were standing at the altar. He said, no, he will not marry me. He doesn't want to give me wrong hopes. He said he will never be able to love anyone else other than Jungkook. So he will not waste my life. He will not marry me. That look in his eyes, it told me everything. I never stood a chance. Hoseok blinked rapidly, tears falling from the could stop them. So all time I was just substitute? No. Says softly, placing a hand on his shoulder. You weren't a substitute. You were hope, but sometimes hope isn't just enough. And together they stood silently at the door, watching the two broken hearts begin to mend in arms of each other. The door opened slowly. Jungkook and Tong stepped inside, smiling softly. Despite the bandage around his head, the scent of hospital stink clung to him. At home, the warmth, the scent of cinnamon tree, and faint sound of laughter echoing from inside. Shinsu, Appa? His feet rushed towards Jungkook. As soon as Jinsu saw Jungkook and his mom entering the room, he runs to them and Jinsu hugged Jungkook's leg, nearly making him fall. Tong, hey, careful, buddy. Tong scolded a little. Jungkook chuckled, wincing slightly as he steadied himself. Appa is still a bit sore. Shinsu, are you okay now? Jinso asked with wide eyes. Jungkook nodded and kissed Jinso's chin, gently with love and affection. You scared us. Jungkook bent down slowly, hugging him close. I'm sorry for scaring you, baby. I won't do it again and I'm okay. Now, baby, Appa is home, Dong. Appa hasn't done it by himself too. So, it just happened. Jinso. That car driver is so bad. Jungkook and Taeyong shared a look and smile. Taeyong sniffed his ear. Car driver isn't at fault. He himself helped us a lot. Jinso. Then whom should I sue? Jungkook reflected his ear and was about to say something. Just then a maid appeared with a tiny little toddler in her arm. She was crying, wailing, throwing herself back. But as soon as her eyes fell on Jungkook, she stopped crying and clapped her hands through her giggling, racing for Jungkook. Taeyang, Dada, she mumbled, stretching her arms up. Jungkook, Taeyang. Jungkook smiled, pulling a little one into his arm. He looked up and eyes locked with Taeyang's, who was standing with smiling arm folded across his chest, trying to feeling not to cry. Taeyang, you brought my word back. We look like a complete family. Gosh, I was missing this one. This family, this love, and running after something which should have never given me the love, the peace I need. But this one, I want this. I want this family, this happiness, Jungkook. Jungkook nodded. It took me long enough. Come here. Taeyong rushed into him and Jungkook stood there, arms wide for Taeyong to rush in his arms and hug him. Tears falling freely, and finally, Taeyong did. He rushed to Jungkook and crushed himself in Jungkook's arm, crying. It's okay. We are together now. I will be fine and perfect family. I will give you everything I couldn't in the past. I will not promise you anything because I have broken them many times, but this time I just want you to trust me and take my hand. Let's walk on the path where we will create a family together, not with someone else, but with each other. I want to die in your arms, just like this. Taeyong pulled back just to face Jungkook and covered Jungkook's mouth with his palm. Do not say things like that. But let's get old together. Let's build something beautiful. Jungkook, let me create a beautiful love story for us as I promised it 2 years ago. Tears fell like a river from both of their eyes. Taeyong, yes, I am tired of everything. Please take my hand and hold it for as long as I am alive. Love me and our family. Jungkook caresses his tear-stained cheek lovingly with affection. I am willing to do that. Let me love you till my last breath. Taeyong nodded, sniffing, and Jungkook kissed his tears from his both eyes. Slowly, his cheeks, and then finally his lips, and then Jisoo. Yeah, Taeyang, see, Mama and Dada kissing, see? Jungkook and Taeyong attached their forehead together. Jungkook still keeping his face, both smiling through tears. Taeyong, we were scared. Jungkook, fingers pressured against Taeyong's cheek. I know, but I woke up and you were there. I swear that was the best part of my life. I felt like I achieved something out of my reach. Taeyong sniffed. I never left and I will never. Jungkook led Taeyong to the couch and sitting there. Their kids followed them. Taeyong resting his head on Jungkook's shoulder, while both kids stared, cuddled up between them, their tiny hands gripping Jungkook's shirt as if afraid he would disappear again. Jungkook closed his eyes, holding them close. This is what I wanted forever. Jisoo looked up suddenly, then promised, you won't get hurt again, you won't leave us again, you won't back off, you will marry mom? Jungkook laughed, kissing his forehead. Deal. No more scary adventure for Appa. He looked into Taeyong's eyes. Appa will marry Taeyong soon. Taeyong had lowered his shyness. Taeyong smiled softly, placing a kiss on Taeyang's hair and then, without thinking, leaned in and kissed Jungkook's temple, right above his bandage. Taeyong, I'm just glad you came back to us, he whispered. Jungkook, I will always come back my way. Jungkook replied, looking at his family, his home. The room was quiet, filled with soft sunlight and the faint rustle of fabric. Tong stood in front of the mirror, adjusting the final detail of his outfit, his heart pounding in his chest. Behind him, Jungkook wrapped his arm, reflection already tasted in, eyes fixed only on Tong. Jungkook, I can't believe this is happening. Jungkook whispered. He walked over, wrapped his arm around Tong's waist. Tong turned it around quickly, eyes glassy. You are mine, finally, mine. And then, without hesitation, he pulled Jungkook into a desperate, deep kiss. His hand clutched Jungkook's collar, drawing him closer, lips moving with urgency, like he was afraid this moment would disappear if he blinked. Jungkook kissed back just hungrily, his hand keeping Taung's jaw, holding him like he was the most precious thing in this world. After a few breathless seconds, Taung broke the kiss with shaky laugh. We are going to be late for our own wedding. Jungkook smiled, pressing his forehead to Taung's. What did? Hand in hand, they walked down the staircase of their room, heart racing in sync. The door of the garden venue opened and cheers erupted. Jinsu and Taeyang were standing at the essay entrance, dressed like little angels, tossing flowers petals with proud smile on their faces. Jimin stood near the front, wiping his tears, finally seeing his best friend getting married. This time, he called loudly. He is definitely going to say yes. Everyone laughed and Tong shot him a playful glare. Yeah, Jimin. Jimin shrugged dramatically. What? Third time? The charm? More teasing came from Yoongi and the rest of the family, but nothing could stop the way Jungkook and Tong looked at each other like they were the only two people in this world. The officiant smiled gently. John Jungkook, do you take Kim Tong as your husband? Jungkook, I do, with all that I am. Pressed. And Kim Tong, do you take Jeon Jungkook as your husband? Tong was cracked slightly, overwhelmed with emotion, but he said it proudly. I do, forever. The garden erupted into applause as the officiant declared them married. You may now kiss. But they didn't wait. Their lips instantly met for a soft, full love. The kiss wasn't rushed, it was seal of promise. They had made every wound they had healed, and every lifetime they were ready to live together. And in the background, Jinsu whispered to Taeyang. They looked like a movie. Taeyang couldn't understand things more than anything. Were clapped. She started clapping, restlessly jumping on the chair, so happy for her parents. Jungkook rested his forehead against Taeyang's. Finally, we did it. Taeyang smiled, a long tear slipping. You fucking finally. I love you, Jungkook. Jungkook's eyes widened as he heard those words. He couldn't wait for his tears to fall again, so he pulled Taeyang in for a kiss. I love you more forever, till the moon end. The sun has set beautifully over the horizon, casting a golden glow across the ocean just beyond their private villa. The gentle breeze caressing the scent of salt and lavender, the soft music playing in the background as Tong moved around the kitchen, focused on preparing dinner for the two of them. He wore a loose shirt, sleeves rolled up, eyes shining, the sound of footsteps pulled him out of his thought. Jungkook stepped out of the water, his body still glistening with water. A towel hung loosely around his hip, damp hair sticking to his forehead. His dark eyes locked onto Tong. He playfully smirked as soon as he saw his husband, Kim Tong, now Jeon Tong, in the kitchen. He leaned against the kitchen door frame. Jungkook, something smells really good, Jungkook said with teasing voice. Tong turned to reply, but before he could say anything, Jungkook had already walked to Tong, wrapping his arm around Tong's waist from behind. His weight chest pressed against Tong's back, making him shiver. Tong, Jungkook, you are dripping, Tong mumbled, trying to sound scolding but failing miserably as his voice softened. Jungkook, I know, Jungkook whispered against his ear, nuzzling his face into Tong's neck. But I miss you. Dinner can wait, can't it? Tong's breath issued as Jungkook brushed his lips softly over the sensitive skin just below his jawline. The pen in Tong's hand trembled slightly before he placed it aside. He turned it around slowly. Jungkook comes. Their faces only inches apart now. The look in Jungkook's eyes was something Taeyong would never forget. Tender, loving, and so full of love. I love you, he whispered. Taeyong, I love you too. Taeyong replied, voice trembling. Jungkook leaned in, capturing Taeyong's lips in a slow, passionate kiss. It was unhurried, like they had all the time in the world. Their hands explored each other gently, as if cutting with every inch, every detail, every curve that they already knew by heart. They slowly made their way out of the kitchen, still kissing, still wrapped in each other. Jungkook lifted Taeyong in his arms effortlessly and carried him to the bedroom, where candlelights flickering gently against the wall, setting the perfect mood for the night. The gentle spring breeze danced through the open window, and their family home. Laughter echoed in the background, where Jinsu and Taeyang chased each other with water guns, their giggles blending with the rustling of cherry blossom trees. Inside, Taeyang sat on the couch, his hand gently resting on his growing baby bump, his face glowing with charm, calm happiness, eyes closing as he leaned back, feeling the tiny kick from inside. Jungkook entered the room carrying a glass of fresh squeezed juice. Kneeling in front of Taeyong with a soft smile. Jungkook, still kicking? Jungkook asked, placing a kiss on Taeyong's belly. Taeyong, like a little drummer. And Taeyong chuckled. She is going to be just like as energetic as Jinsu. Were you like Jinsu in your childhood? Jungkook placed his palm over the bump and smiled, nodding. Or maybe she will be calm and elegant like you. Taeyong laughed softly, brushing Jungkook's hair away from his forehead. No matter what she is like, she is ours. That's what matters. Few weeks later, the hospital room was quiet, filled with the soft coo and a newborn baby girl wrapped in a warm pink blanket. Taeyong looked in, housed and glowing, cradling the tiny bundle in his arm. Jungkook sat beside him, eyes full of tears and fitting brushing their daughter's cheeks gently. Jungkook, she looks just like you. Jungkook whispered. Taeyong smiled sweetly. Let's name her Jiyoon. Jiyoon. Jeon. Jungkook said with breathless smile. Perfect. Jinsu and Taeyang peeked into the room a little later, excited to meet their baby sister. Jimin followed them with the flower balloons, teasing Jungkook for crying like a baby himself. As Taeyang leaned his head on Jungkook's shoulder, the whole family gathered around, the room glowing with love, laughter. After all the storm, heartbreak, lost years, and painful separation, they had made it. They had come full circle. A story of second chance, true love, and a forever that was always meant to be. Finally, they are family. Sometimes you just need to let go of the past to create a beautiful future. Without leaving the past behind, you can't create a future with your loved one. Spring has arrived, returning to Seoul once again, bringing with it new soft scent of blooming blossoms and new beginning. Taeyang was in the living room, letting Jiyoon toddling beside him, holding in fingers tightly, while Jinsu and Taeyang kicked the ball under the warm sunlight. Inside the house, Jungkook was setting the table to tea, smiling to smile himself as he watched his beautiful showers of a family. That's when the doorbell rang. Taeyang carried Jiyoon in his arms. As he approached the door, opening it slowly, at the door stood Rain, smiling gently, looking at, getting nervous. Beside him stood a tall man, graceful and kind-eyed, holding his hand. Taeyang, Rain? Taeyang was surprised to see him after so long. Jungkook walked up beside him, eyes widening as he saw who it was. You? You came back? Rain, I hope I am not crossing the line by being here. Rain said sincerely. We just arrived in Korea today. This is my husband, Riku. Riku, I thought before anything else I should come and see you, congratulate you both. Jungkook and Taeyang exchanged a look, then stepped aside. Come in. They sat in the living room, sipping a tea. Jiyoon napped on her father's arm, and the other kid played upstairs. Jungkook, why did you leave like that, Rain? You disappeared without a word. Rain lowered his gaze. because I was ashamed. I did something terrible. I kept the recording, the one that Susie and her daughter. I held on to the knowing it could help you, but I didn't share it because I was selfish. I thought maybe I could have a place in your heart. He looked at Shankar. Then I thought, but then I saw you too, how real your love was. I was wrong to ever think I could come between that. When I realized what I was doing, I handed the recording to Jungkook and left. I needed to get away. I couldn't stay after knowing what I have almost done it. Thong gently placed a hand on Ren's. You did a mistake, but you corrected it. That's what matters. Rain nodded, swallowing the lump in his throat. I never intended to come back, but now I'm happy. I found someone who truly loves me, and I wanted to say congratulations on your and for the third latest star. Shankar smiled, standing up to embrace him. Thank you for telling us and for being here. As Zico joined the group, introducing himself with the warmth. The living room filled with peaceful chatter and soft laughter. It wasn't just a reunion, it was closer. It was healing, and somewhere in the middle of all it, baby June stared in her sleep, as if sensing that her family's story had finally found its perfect ending.